Thank you so much.
Thank you. Brought my laptop so you can see how nerdy I am. My name's Brandon Sowers. I'm running for Congress. And what I see is, in our generation, a lot of meaninglessness. Now, bear with me. My generation has seen things that are meaningless. And it reminds me of a story in the Bible, one of my favorite, which is Gideon. In this story, Gideon was scared. He thought his life was meaningless. He was hiding. The enemy was strong in his mind until God showed up. And he said, "Hey, mighty warrior." You talking to me? Yeah, mighty warrior. But my life is meaningless. But God changed his identity by speaking truth to him. And he changed him into that mighty warrior of who he is. And his life became meaningful. My young generation has fought in Iraq because of weapons of mass destruction. But that war was meaningless. Their life feels meaningless. They told us to get a college degree. And then we had the Great Recession. Again, that degree felt meaningless. They tell us to save money, but they print money, and the money is becoming meaningless. Every 15 years, the money in your wallet is getting cut in half. It's becoming meaningless. Every Republican over the last election thought that their vote was meaningless. It was stolen. Right? And so many people are sitting there today going, is my life meaningless? Look what's happening in New York City. White, young, liberal women thinking their life is meaningless, so they're grabbing towards socialism. I want to speak truth and identity in the young generation and make their life meaningful. That's what I want to do. And as a businessman, you have to take action. Even just recently, I looked at that voter spectrum software, and I think it's the most horrible thing I've ever seen. How are we going to win election on something that is so archaic in the 1990s? So in 2 weeks, I created my own software. Instead of getting charged 10 cents for calling a minute, I now get charged 1 cent. Instead of it being 5 cents for SMS, I get it 1 cent. I now have 55-year-olds and older, a 75-year-old that has used Voter Spectrum and is using my software that I did in 2 weeks. And she goes, "This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen." It's so efficient. Now I could be meaningful. That is my brand. I want to go to Congress and I want to fight for against inflation that's crushing the wallets of all Americans. I want to support local manufacturing. I want to cut waste and demand transparency from foreign lobbyists. I want to protect our water in Arizona. I want to ease taxes with the families, and I want to restore the dollar's value through fiscal discipline. No more endless printing. I think every single high school should graduate with financial literacy. If you can't graduate knowing how to do a budget, then how are you going to do that when you get older in Congress? I want to pour identity into this generation like God did with Gideon. You're not meaningless. You're mighty warriors for faith, freedom, and family. I believe we are going to have one of the most incredible renaissances in absolute history in the next 2 years after 2027, if we can change the meaningless generation and give them identity and make them meaningful. And I pray that each and every one of you prays for that younger generation, speaks identity to them, tell them they are the mighty warrior. And you will see this entire country get transformed in God we trust. Thank you so much. God bless America. God bless Arizona.
Thank you so much, Brandon.